Hello and welcome. Today we have a VOD review on Eichenwalde. We got a Master Tracer player. I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. So let's get into it. Pretty cool comp from the perspective of the Tracer, actually, given that you're on defense of Eichenwalde. So let's look at this. So you're running the Zarya Reinhardt, pretty standard. You're running the Mercy and Zen, just fine. And the Torb and the Tracer. So what does this mean? So with the Reinhardt and the Zarya, you're thinking, okay, they probably want to hold the choke point and pressure from there, which means, okay, Torbjorn makes sense. But then you probably would want a soldier instead of a tracer, or someone with a little bit just more like, shield busting damage and just like a lot of pressure. So this tracer and this Reinhardt are kind of at odds because Tracer would probably prefer a composition where you actually allow your teammates, your opponents past the choke point of point A, and then she can kind of flank around that. Whereas Reinhardt, he wants to hold the choke point, and Tracer's going to have a tough time kind of, let me draw here, going past this choke point and being in this general area over here, on that side of the wall. That's kind of dangerous. She needs to be very careful if she's going to make plays like that on the defense. So probably like a fair middle ground is for, well, it's not on the screen, but basically more this way, like further to the left. Reinhardt could kind of hold that area, and then Tracer can have room to play around with. So this will be interesting. To see how this works out because of the Reinhardt and the Tracer. You could immediately swap Tracer for Soldier or Reinhardt for Winston, or something like that. And this comp probably works a little bit better. So we'll see how it works out. So let's see. All right.
This is kind of.
They're trying to stop him from.
3, 2, 1.
Trying to stop him from expressing his feelings.
Okay, cool. So it does look like your opponents are. Oh, but Reinhardt's here. It looks. Sorry, your teammates. We're setting up towards that left side, which is great. We'll see what this Reinhardt does. Okay, he is going to set up around the choke. So what this means is your best bet as Tracer is probably to play with this area up here on this bridge, and then kind of fall back to that room where the mini health pack is, and kind of just play with this general area. And then you can drop back this way or forward as necessary. So you could also just kind of stay roughly where you are now behind this Reinhardt shield, and then just kind of just poke with left clicks as if you were a soldier. So that's one way. That's one way you could do it. I prefer the other way first, though. Using this kind of high ground. Okay. Okay. Cool. He was thinking you were gonna go up there.
See about a mech?
Nice, nice. Okay, watch the Doomfist though. Good.
Maybe D.Va half?
Nice.
Careful with Doomfist. Oh no. Play back a little bit, maybe?
Shield's going down.
Cool. Play has been stellar so far. Position has been great. You're not getting too aggressive. You're not being too passive. Happy middle ground. I love it. Yeah, I think there's one thing I wanted to point out. So actually,
No. Oh no.
oh no. Okay, never mind. Okay, cool. Cool. So let's keep this going.
Shield's going down though.
You have to be very respectful of the Mei. Her right click can literally one-shot you if it's a headshot. So you have to be very, very careful of that. So like right here, as soon as you saw her, you just needed to bail and really respect her. Because, yeah, again, she can literally just one-shot you. She's, okay. Okay, but it does look like you do respect it, so that's great. So you do back off. Okay, so one thing I would have liked to see better. Okay. Now, that'll do. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's a teammate, that's a teammate, that's a teammate, and I think there actually is another teammate, but just off screen. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I always stress not clumping. I stress to divide your attack, to get multiple angles of attack, to spread out. when you clump up, plain and simple, it's easier to die to, rockets, to helix rockets, to far rockets, to Mei right clicks, as we just saw here. So as Tracer, what would have been far better in this case is to actually fall backwards. You have 2 health packs to work with, one in the house, one, I don't know, behind you. I don't know what that area is called. And kind of work with those and work with that side of the map. Then you can kind of flank and wrap around as necessary, or just kind of stretch your opponents out. By clumping and falling back to your teammates, you're doing very little. So cool. So let's kind of see. Yeah, I mean, and is that Zen with you too? Yeah. So man, this is not a great thing for you to do. Would have liked to see you play on this side of the map over here. You got that health pack over here, and then the one in the house to the right. So cool. So as Tracer, it's kind of a hard habit to break, but I can guarantee you, the more you split up with from your teammates, the better. I mean, within reason. Like if we're gonna throw numbers out there, maybe it's like 60% of the time, maybe slightly more, you want to be away from your teammates, flanking, stretching your opponents out, causing chaos, be in their backline, etc., etc. Cool. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm not gonna worry too much about mechanics, so we'll focus more on decision making today. So cool. You're probably gonna die here. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. You're just looking for a stall. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, you're switching to Soldier. Soldier's great here. You can work with this high ground up here or the one up here. Both are totally valid. We'll see what you do. Okay, but what I don't want you to do is this, is where you're clumping up with your team again and just standing behind Reinhardt's shield. Now, that being said, it's not the worst thing in the world to do. But again, so if we just look at where your team is, okay, so you got Roadhog to your left, and then look at this. You got 4 teammates here, and you're gonna join them. You're leaving Roadhog alone to presumably if he's gonna go for this left side. You should probably be with him. Roadhog Soldier, that's deadly. That's a deadly combo. You guys can put in so much work, fill up more of the map. Instead, it looks like you're about to clump, and clumping just does not work. Plain and simple. It never does. Assuming you're playing against people of equal skill to you, mechanical skill. Okay. All right. So we'll see how this happens. How this works out. Wait, why did Reinhardt drop down? Okay. Okay, there he is. He's back now. He probably just messed up. Okay, now. Okay, cool. Your Roadhog got a pick. Yeah, no, okay. I don't really have too much to say. They pushed you off. They killed your turret. We'll see how this plays out, but I'm not. Given that your Roadhog got that kill, and actually he got it. It looks like Zenyatta helped him, so that's great on Zenyatta's part to pair up with the Roadhog. But to be honest, that probably should have been you. In fact, if the 3 of you had pushed the castle from the left side, so like this far left side, like that, like over there, you guys could have had a nice 3-3 situation where you have 3 people on the left, 3 people on the right, and then you can kind of pincer your opponents. So we'll see if your Zen and Roadhog put in more work on that left side.
Diva's half.
He was really nice.
Cool, good. And your Zen's back on the right. Oh, but he just died. Okay, so I'm trying to think of more ways to kind of. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I just want to stress that this fight, 9 times out of 10, is going to go way better. Again, if you use that left side, with Roadhog, you pair up with him and you press them on that left side. I can guarantee you, it makes it so much harder for your. If we think of it from your opponent's perspective, that D.Va has to make a tough decision. Okay, am I going to eat am I going to use Defense Matrix to eat Torbjorn left clicks, Torbjorn turret damage, fire strikes, and Zenyatta left and right clicks, or am I going to eat the right clicks and left clicks from Roadhog and Helix rockets and left clicks from Soldier? So if we think of it in those terms, it makes it so much harder for your opponents to properly engage and kind of disassemble your defense. Whereas when you kind of do this, when you clump up with your teammates, your opponents have such an easier time. So huge props to your Roadhog and to your Zen. who just died actually, for getting that kill onto Doomfist, because this fight goes really poorly if they don't get that kill. So what I'm trying to stress is for you to get high ground, get the flanks going. At worst, you know, even if you didn't want to go for that left side, at the very least, go for that right side we talked about earlier, on the high ground that's above you. That would have been better. And yes, you don't have the Reinhardt shield to play with, but your soldier, you have mobility, you have, you still have your, there's a health pack up there. You also have biotic field, and worst case, you just drop down and hide behind your Reinhardt shield. And again, it's just another angle of attack. It's better. Oops. Yeah, so that's enough about that. I have plenty to say about why doing this is important, but I hope that you can trust me that this is very important to do. To flank and to get high ground. Okay, cool. We'll leave it at that.
Soldier's one.
Oh, the clumping is real.
Shields down, shields down.
Good, nice, good. Oh,
Light of me mercy if you need it. What does this monkey have against me?
I don't know, you probably deserve it though.
Oh man.
go for the. Okay. Okay, we're not gonna focus on mechanics. I think that was fine. Cool.
Oh shit, thanks.
Heal up here.
Going high ground. I'm gonna ult. Can we break Diva's neck?
He was the squid attack.
Oh, behind you.
Mercy's
Oh.
on the right.
Doomfist. Help me out, help me out.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
No, it's good. That's good. That's good that you decided to run there. That's great. You guys have won this. Oh, he wants you.
Meteor strike, careful.
Yeah, spread up, spread out. Yes, good, good, good.
Oh
No.
my god.
Okay, so I love that you saw
Meteor strike.
right here. You saw your teammates. You're like, okay, let's not clump up. Let's spread out. So very good on you. But then you stopped running.
Careful.
There is no reason to turn around there and to do that. You needed to just keep running. And then yeah.
Oh my god, how did that?
Okay. I'm gonna have to wrap up this VOD. So let's maybe watch another fight.
Maze one.
No, go for high. Okay, actually, we just heard the Winston. So let me see that.
Maze one.
Oh, sorry, let me hear that one more time.
Maze one.
Yes, definitely heard of Winston. So I would have liked to see you get the high ground on the left side, but because of the Winston, and I think your teammates were calling to kill this Mei, what you did here is fine. Cool. Okay, so now would be a good time to go for high ground. So it looks like you're about to do that. You have Tac Visor, you have a Mercy Res, so if she's careful, she can turn the fight, as can you with the Tac Visor. So let's see what happens here. Oh, okay, she's on you. So now you just run. You probably drop to the low ground. You drop your biotic field, and you probably just play off that. You could also run down to that mega health pack that's on the ground floor. But what you don't want to do is fight here. You don't want to take this fight. You've already drawn D.Va away from the fight, which is already a win. Now you want to go heal up and kind of try again. So don't take this 1v1. There's no way you win it given the circumstances here. She's at full health. You're already at 107. Yeah. No. Oh. Yeah. That's cool that you demeched her, so that's cool. But almost way better in my opinion if you just back off, go for the mega, or just go stretch out that fight to be longer. You know, like we said, drop the low ground, drop a biotic field, stretch out. The longer you can stretch out that fight, the better, because you have heal and she doesn't. And yeah, well, we'll just leave it at that. So yeah, if you can stretch out that fight, probably works out better for you. Okay.
Oh, we don't have res.
Oh
We don't have...
no.
And actually, let me just see that one more time. So I'm gonna just say this one thing, because just to be completely clear, Soldier, I have very little time on Soldier. He's absolutely not someone that I put a lot of hours into. But in my opinion, as soon as you see her like this, you can probably drop down, drop your biotic field down, and then start fighting. This probably would have gone better. if you had done that, yeah. So actually, yeah, you take a while to put your biotic field down. If you had done this like as soon as the fight started, you could probably actually win this, just straight up 1v1. But because you had waited so long, like, because when I paused the video, it was like you got like 107 health. At that point, it was too little, too late. So what given the fact that you didn't put your biotic field down soon enough, like we talked about, should have just dropped down, and then assessed your options from there. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. Tracer play was, you were already kind of in a bind with the Tracer play, given the circumstances that you were in, because of what we talked about with like the setup and the choke and the Reinhardt. Wasn't really conducive to really good Tracer play, unless your mechanics were just like super sick. That's a different story. I'm trying to help you with like your decision making more so than your mechanics. So cool. Your Tracer play seemed pretty good though, from what I could tell. Soldier play, need you to go for high ground, need you to contest flanks, especially when you have a teammate doing it. When I have like as Zenyatta, when I have someone who wants to flank, I'll sometimes just pair up with them, like a Genji, a Tracer, a Soldier, a Roadhog, whatever. And Zenyatta plus anyone else, so deadly to flank with. So, Soldier Roadhog, that would have been a really good combo, and you guys could have devastated that left side and probably just got a really sick hold there for a while. Because on Streets phase of Eichenwalde, this is a really good spot for teams to hold. This area is very easy to, I wouldn't say easy, but it's a pretty decent, it is a spot that teams can hold on defense fairly frequently, more so than other maps. So take advantage of this high ground as Soldier. You will perform much better. And you probably were thrown off guard because you thought, okay, Reinhardt, I should probably stand behind him. But no, that's fine. He already had the Mercy, the Zen, the Torbjorn behind him. So given that, you're totally free to go kind of, fill up the rest of the map. So yeah. Cool. So think I'm gonna wrap it up there. If you like this video, please like it and please subscribe. Thank you.